Good, got some food in me. Getting a little tired? A little bit, but not everywhere. If I was you, I wouldn't be. Okay, Rock makes me come soon. After, I'm ready to go, right? Actually, I'm excited. I didn't see this in the final, but I thought
The other one was really cool. Yeah, Rochester and
Northman.
that was a very cool. I think that was 42. Rochester. And that's Dixon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
watching everyone. Yeah, I would recommend doing those pods instead of us. You were waking up at 5? Jesus Christ. Wait, so when was... You were sleeping at 9 a.m.? That's when people are clocking in for work. Jesus. Where do you work? Really that bad?
Not that bad. Like, I'm always so tired. Like, the shift, like, the job itself is very easy. No actual hobby to the job. Oh, like, showing up at
I do something. It is very. They don't need. You just kind of sit for 8 hours a day. Sometimes I'll overhear them. Like yesterday, for example. No, I haven't done that yet. But yesterday, they were talking about taxes. Like, school doesn't teach us how to do taxes. And then I taught them some things. I'm like, you guys know what a W... You know what a W-4 is? You can never tell. I was like, you know what? You guys know what income tax is? You know how the government takes a certain percentage of your income just because? They're like, what? That happens? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. They're like, what? Why does that happen? And they're like, no, that's illegal. I'm like, should be? I put a question on the board. Do you think the government are thieves? Yes or no? Yes. There's taxing us. Taxation is theft. I've always said this. I don't even care if it's going to good places. I don't like anybody, so I just want to keep my money. Well, anytime I get my sub payment, which comes in bi-weekly, it shows me how much money gets taken from taxes. And every time every time I get angry. I look at how much money, I think in total so far, it's like $250 has been taken from taxes from my paychecks. What?
That was just a test.
I hear any 250 hours. I'm like, whoa. Okay, let's calm down.
They hear me talk about taxation. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the MHSEL semifinals and championships here at Oakland University. Once again, I'm your host, Roz, and to my left here is Trisket. And we are going to be commentating over the Rochester vs. Dakota Grand Finals for Rocket League. Certainly a good match to watch today, wouldn't you agree?
I would 100% agree, Roz. Now, as we saw in the previous match, we saw Dakota with an absolute sweep over their opponent, over Heartland. A 4-0 sweep. Saw their players they demonstrated some amazing talent. And I heard Rochester won their set 4-2. Not a sweep.
Not a sweep.
But still dominant enough.
Yeah.
And now we are left with this best of 7 grand finals of the Michigan High School Esports League.
Best of 7. Dakota did win their semifinal with a 4-0 as we saw on stream.
Impressive.
Rochester, unfortunately, was not on stream. 4-2, a bit closer. I have heard, speaking with Rochester coach, who is a Oakland University student, also my friend, to not sleep on this Rochester side. They got a lot to show here. As we saw on stream, Dakota looking on fire today. They came out of the gate swinging. JT, Noah, all three of those guys were playing excellent Rocket League. Especially JT and they were really putting on a show as the dynamic duo on offense. Some of those shots were just incredible.
Actually awesome. We're still hoping to see some goals from Noah in finals. But
yes, please.
Let's get Noah on the board.
Please, let's get Noah on the board. If you are hearing this, JT and please, can we
send us some passes? Let's
get some passes mid for Noah, please. I want to see the whole team involved here. I don't want it to be a two-man show on offense.
Another two-man show.
Another two-man show on offense, please. Let's get this ball rolling. And yeah, Rochester, just another big shout out to Rochester, my personal high school alma mater. So I'm kind of conflicted because, I love the Dakota side. I know some of those players well. but Rochester is where I went to school. So, you know,
Oh, it is
I'm
tough.
it's a bit of a
I get
conflicting
that.
cast for me.
That
yeah.
was me last year for Smash. This time, I have no connection to Rockley. I have no connection to either of these schools. I could at least be a source of unbiased commentary for this finals.
Thank goodness, because that's what we need right now is unbiased commentary.
Of course.
And we are slowly getting the match set up here. We're getting the lobby put up, just figuring out some things. So we'll get the match on screen here soon. Talking about the format a bit, best of 7. These we mentioned it a bit in the Dakota Heartland series, but I think the best thing for these teams right now is to not get too caught up in the fact that they have to play up to 7 games, because I think you're thinking about the series from the perspective that you have to play like 7 games, but it's really not that. You're really just playing 1 game at a time.
That's true.
And I think, Heartland's maybe main fault that you could fault them on for their semifinal performance is that, 1, maybe they weren't warmed up. 2, I think they were kind of thinking of it in terms of like the entire series, like, oh, we're down 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 in the series. We got to come back and, win 4-3-2 in a row or something like that.
Can't think like that.
You can't think like that. You just can't think like that. That's very inefficient. You got to think of it 1 game at a time. And I think whichever team here, Dakota or Rochester, goes down 1-0, 2-0, whatever it is, I think they just need to think 1 game at a time, get 1 goal, start putting stuff on the board, and, go from there.
Yep, definitely with all the team talks going on, you really got to take it 1 game at a time. I mean, it's such an important finals like this. The most important thing you can do is not lose control of your thoughts. Obviously, gameplay comes. I think mental comes before gameplay, because obviously these players have all made it to the grand final. So the skills aren't anything to worry about. It's more how well can they control themselves, how well can they control their breathing, stay calm, and really work as a team in these finals.
Exactly. So unfortunately, we're going to go to break here to fix some production things on our end, but we are going to be back shortly, hopefully to finish streaming Dakota vs. Rochester. So stick around, stay tuned.
Hello, folks. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hopefully, we will be able to get into the lobby this time. We had some production issues on our end. Lobby code broke. But we did get informed that Dakota has won the first game 4-3. Now, what we don't know is if Noah scored any of those 4 goals. That is yet to be determined. Hopefully, we can get an answer to that soon. But Dakota coming out hot with a 1-0 victory.
Really good stuff to Dakota there, especially coming off that semifinals win. But I think this is the closest game Dakota's had so far.
Yeah.
Even in the first game with Dakota and Heartland did not put up that many goals.
No, they didn't. And I think it got even, even larger of a gap between the goals as the series went on. But this final is going to be one to watch for sure. We're still trying to get into the lobby here.
Yeah, it looks like we're still having a couple issues with the lobby code, but do not fret, chat. We will be, and people in the audience, not just chat, but we are trying to find the lobby code right now. You know, Rocket League, just video games in general, for those of you, the parents out there who are not very well versed in the video game realm, it's video games are through internet, and the internet and technical bugs happen all the time. Unlike normal sports where this can't happen.
This never happens in normal sports.
Oh, looks like we're joining.
We're joining. We're in.
Finally joining as with everyone here. And
we're
we
in.
Still don't see the game on our end, but
yes,
I'm sure.
We'll need to project the game on our end.
Yeah, but
we'll need to get the game
on. Need to get the game on our end.
On our computers. So at least we're in the lobby. Hopefully that's projecting. Yeah. Onto our screens. I see the players are joining lobby. Okay. But yes, we have technical difficulties. It's just like when you can't connect your phone to the internet to show text messages.
Yes, and we are going into game 2. At least I see it on one screen.
Yep, now we got on ours.
And it is our on screen.
All right, we're ready.
Well.
We're ready.
Okay.
All right, let's lock into this cast. Come on, we already missed game 1. Okay.
We already missed game 1, but still a lot more Rocket League to be played as Rochester are definitely going to put up a really strong fight here as they battle to what it feels like the death at this point between them and Dakota.
Like 2 samurais in a duel to the death. Or maybe even like Duel of Fates.
Maybe.
From Star Wars.
Ooh.
A topical reference in this time of the year.
It is. I think loser might have to commit seppuku.
Well, maybe. Maybe not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I did see JT and Excuse Me kind of bumping each other in the corner there a bit.
Some shenanigans.
Just some shenanigans. And we got kind of an even game here going into the first minute. Not really much to speak of. Both teams kind of just testing the waters.
It's just same as the vibe as last time. Really, Dakota loves pinging the ball to the other side of to the opponent's half and just tries to find a goal from there.
Yes.
But their defense is also unmatched as, while Noah might not score goals, he's definitely good at his third man job.
He's the rock on the team. Not Dwayne, but a rock in his own right.
A lot of rocks here, and it looks like it's just rocks flying around as these cars really trying to find themselves in the right position at the right time.
You could consider these cars as rocks. As we see, oh my goodness!
Almost the goal there.
That's yeah.
Oda, but
it was a classic double post hit.
We have game audio.
We have game audio.
Awesome.
Now you can hear the cars vroom vroom around the field. Adds to the player experience and to the spectator experience
really
quite
does.
well.
It's all on all ends right now, where the viewer and commentator experience is improving.
The viewer commentator experience is at its peak right now. It doesn't get better than this.
We got.
Can I also say something,
yes.
Really, a sidebar about Noah's wheels, because those wheels are ancient. And I mean, they were out during the first Season 6 of Rocket League, not the second Season 6 of Rocket League.
So that's like
OG. Ancient. We're talking like
you can recognize them just like that?
2017. Of course I can recognize them just like that. Are you kidding me?
I mean, that is...
Don't disrespect me like that. I know my wheels.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, those are called Draco wheels.
Oh, yeah, Dracos.
And he has the pink painted versions of them. Those aren't even the base form, the pink painted. An interesting choice of wheels. They were really popular when they first came out, but they kind of took a dip as more prominent wheels.
Oh,
Explode on the
wow.
board.
Explode, scoring for. That's not Dakota.
That's Rochester.
We have the names of the teams.
The
mixed
names
up
are
on
swapped.
production right now.
The names are swapped, but that's okay because we know they're Rochester. Rochester scored 1-0. It is not Dakota. It's Rochester.
Yeah, so
But that's all right.
Rochester is up 1-0, not Dakota.
Not Dakota. That may be confusing. I'm so sorry if that is.
Our
but-
production, I'm sure production will fix that soon. Don't
But
worry.
it's okay. Rochester up 1-0. I don't know if they took the lead in the first game initially, but we've had 3 minutes of playing time so far, and Dakota has not put up 1 goal yet.
Awesome. Production has fixed it.
So maybe this is the comeback for Rochester. Maybe they will take this game 2 with no real difficulties, but that's yet to be seen with a minute 30 on the
But
clock.
knowing Dakota and how strong they are, I'm sure they will not go out without a fight and definitely
course.
put up some goals.
Of course, they can't. I mean, they have Noah. They have the other 2. You know, it is what it is. They're going to fight.
And Noah showing, hopefully, his defense right now from Rochester is really something. Any single attempt that tries to get into their half, they're always ready for it in the air.
They're playing a very patient defensive game right now. The best offense is the good defense, as it applies in this game as well as others. Rochester not willing to
shot
commit.
On net, gonna block it. Another, oh, barely gonna miss the save. If his car was a little forward, it would have been amazing double save.
I think Noah could have had this if he maybe turned his car a bit quicker. But nevertheless, a great little sequence of offense from Rochester to put them 2-0 up with only a minute left on the
Only a
clock.
minute left, so they got to start getting aggro aggressive, like super hyper aggressive right here if they want.
Yes.
If they want to really make this game 2 comeback.
And I believe in Dakota. I mean, up until this point, we've only seen aggression from them against Heartland. And they did win the game 1, so I wouldn't put it past Dakota to wheedle their way back into this series. But a miss from JT in midfield is not going to be a great sign.
Ooh, open shot, but obviously a really tough
No,
angle.
wait.
Wow, it
Don't
still
speak
gets
too
it.
soon because Vade is going to just pop this ball up and then just shoot it into a free and open net.
With that 100 boost and that boost into the ball right there, definitely gonna.
Yeah. And I believe, excuse me, may have been bumped. He either got bumped or he tried to pre-jump the shot. But Dakota here with a 3-0 deficit. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back into this one. So
Well, you say that
wait,
now,
hold on.
but it's
Now, hold
time
on.
to start. Whoa!
Big
What a
save from
save.
Explode. Big save from Explode. He was able to perfectly read that double tap. He knew it could only go in one possible place, and he did an excellent job saving that. And that's basically going to cement
Now we're going to
Rochester's
pop
win.
it up right for Celio
We
as
have
the
another
ball
pop
goes
in.
on target. This is domination from Rochester right now.
4-0 for Rochester in Game 2. This is a statement game. They said we're here to play.
So Rochester going to take Game 2 as we go into a 1-1 draw in the series.
And unfortunately, for a format like this, you see in the RLCS, they get timeouts during their best-of-7 series. But we're going to have no luck here. Both teams are going to have to work without timeouts during their games.
yeah, SSL, GC.
We got high ranks in this lobby.
This is some Vade is an SSL.
Supersonic
very
legend.
important stuff. Looks like we already committed to Lawrence Tech. Wow.
And who knows? Maybe the other players on Dakota are also SSL, but they're not wearing the tags.
Possibly.
Possibly. I mean, we do know that one is a bronze tournament winner.
That's pretty impressive.
That is certifiable, and one is also a Dark Knight. Maybe not the Dark Knight, but a Dark Knight. We haven't got verification on that.
Okay.
I'm going to check my sources.
We'll let you know when we update it. Now, wow, with such big numbers getting put out by Rochester.
Yeah.
500 doesn't match this someone named JT's score of 800 like something from the last series.
Yeah. I thought that was that not excuse me? That was getting
Maybe that was excuse
dropping
me.
800.
Someone's dropping 800.
He was dropping 800. He was going crazy. Oh, I just saw the active mutators. Overtime is 5 minutes maximum.
Oh. What happens if it's still tied after 5 minutes?
It said something about whether it was tied after 5 minutes or not, but that's interesting.
What's the longest overtime you personally had as a Rocket League competitive player?
Ooh, let me think. My longest ever overtime in like an actual competition was probably around like 12 minutes.
Okay.
Very, very long. I think the longest ever in like a professional match may have been like 17 or 18 minutes.
I still feel like that's not that long. Like, I feel like optimal gameplay is like to definitely push that longer.
Yeah.
But that's optimal gameplay. We're all humans at the end of the day.
This
and
is true.
So are these teams.
I mean, you have to think about it as well. The game goes so quickly,
Oh,
especially
yes.
when you're on the field. Like, the ball's just moving around, zipping around. If you even stop paying attention for a little bit of time, I mean, that ball's flying past you. It might even be in your net. So to be able to play for even 5 to 10 minutes straight without making, any major mistakes
Oh,
is
look at that grouping
something
up
to
right there. I
applaud.
saw
Yeah.
all of Dakota grouping up right there.
There's a bit of a group up from Dakota. Rochester might have a chance to score, but Noah is going to close the door on that deal.
Actual rocking defense that
Actual
Noah guy.
rock. He might be the hard carry. I really can't, imagine anyone else being the hard carry other than Noah right now. I mean, he really has been putting on a show on defense.
Wow, and speaking of defense, that wall defense from Rochester is really something. Just being ready for any ball that goes above the net.
Well, there's a good little dribble from Excuse Me. He gets around 2. Is that just an open net?
There is no one in sight.
Dakota's
as
not home.
Siljo scores that goal.
It was a nice little pop dribble from Excuse Me. He gets around 2. But then Rochester just shoots on an open net. I'd want to see where the other 2 Dakota players were because, I mean, it was just completely open from midfield.
Really.
A big mistake from Dakota.
We're going to get a favorable kickoff.
Hey, Noah's up. Oh, he
No,
gets intercepted
as
quickly.
Noah does not get it.
JT trying to control it in
Now
the
it's
corner.
kind of the opposite
He gets
of what we
bumped
saw
out.
last series. Uh-oh, and good save from Noah.
Another good save from Noah. And we see that there's a bit of nerves on the side of Dakota. It doesn't seem like their rotations are completely efficient. Rochester is kind of just out-rotating them right now. As we see
Really good
another good
save.
shot from Rochester gets saved by JT. And it doesn't really seem like the shots and the plays from Rochester are anything too complicated, but
No.
Dakota is just being completely outworked on the field right now. I mean, if you combine last game and this game, Dakota has spent the past almost 8 minutes scoreless. They have not scored in 8 minutes.
That is a crazy stat. Oh, and wow.
Ooh, that post. You could hear the sound of that
I can
post.
hear it now. Yeah, I forgot they added that.
And that's a shot on net. Vade is going to dribble that
Vade
out
will
to the
be
side.
There. No demo, but going pretty fast.
He might have knocked the
Demo
paint off
somewhere.
of that post with that shot before, that Rochester shot. The post is definitely chipped. Let's get the camera on that.
Might have to call the repairman over to do a good repair
Yeah, we
job on
might
that
have to
hole.
get some maintenance in after the conclusion of Game 3. But
Oh,
nice
what
shot
a shot.
from Dakota. It gets saved out by Rochester.
Amazing save from Vade right there.
Both sides are exchanging some very good shots. Big flip reset.
No
But excuse me,
goal.
on the goal line is able to save it out. Some
We'll
really good offense from both sides who are happening right now.
Passing it right to Noah. Noah's going to miss it, but it's another shot on goal.
Oh my goodness, it's a follow-up. No!
Crossbar save. It's chaos in the front of the goal.
They're scaring me. They're scaring me on defense right now. Both sides are playing goal line heroics in order to get this ball out.
Vade's dead. Ball's
Logan to pinch
coming.
this
No,
out.
it's not. No one's, excuse me, is there. Pushes it back middle.
Both sides
Some good
hyper
defense.
aggressive right now. We got a
People
demo
are-
on
people
offense
are
from Excuse
getting
Me.
demo left and right over here.
A little bit of a pop. Vade and his teammate did not trust each other to get that ball cleared out.
Good double tap to push it towards the side.
Oh my goodness.
Going around again. Demos everywhere. Everybody's got to hide. Oh, I can't. Like, everyone is getting demolished right now. They really need to keep themselves safe.
Rochester is kind of retreating back to their weight. That's just an open.
Another, and it's in the goal for Explode. Wow.
Once
Rochester.
again, a defensive blunder from the side of Dakota.
As Noah gets really, and someone named JT was doing a carnival show in the background.
Noah unfortunately gets bumped. It is what it is. JT practicing his flips in the goal. Once again, it is also unfortunate for Dakota.
Oh,
just a couple
what
of
a
blunders,
pop-up.
a little bit of a bad
Oh my-
kickoff.
oh.
Rochester!
Jeez,
No!
Siljo with the choke of a lifetime, unfortunately.
He
but
was trying to do something fancy with it, put a couple of spins in on that shot.
if I'm Dakota, I'm shaking right now. They're getting
He
this many
overcooked
good.
it. Oh, a great pass
again.
made.
Wow, oh, top bins.
That was disgusting. That
Siljo.
pass. Explode with a beautiful pass mid to get that to his teammate, and then it just goes
This-
top bins.
And we thought Dakota was such a dominating force in the first set. This is a whole nother level.
We now have 2 whole games. Dakota being scoreless. It's not official yet, but Dakota really needs to get some momentum for the next game because right now they are getting outworked on this field.
I think Rochester's defense is just like unstoppable right now. Actually impeccable.
Impeccable stuff. Incredible. And they have such a patient way of playing their defense too. Anytime they want to intercept something in mid, they're slowing it down. No player is overcommitting on anything. They're doing a really good job communicating with each other and making sure that their intentions are made. You see here once again Vade just trying to pop this out mid and control it a bit. Noah,
Not
pass
no
out
one's
mid.
home.
JT won't bite. They're going to have to bite on something here with 3 seconds left. It looks like it's going to be all she wrote for game 3.
Trying to get a last-second goal as the ball touches the ground. It is another clean sheet for Rochester as they go up 2-1 in the series.
2-1, clean sheet for Rochester once again. They've now gone 10 minutes.
Oh, Noah with the most points in the game.
I'm telling you, Noah's been the all-star so far for the Dakota side. He's got 3 saves to his name. Excuse me, and JT really need to pick it up a bit.
I would agree. Noah, the brick wall in defense, but not even enough to match the lowest lowest placing person on Rochester's team, as Rochester is bringing the heat to this finals right now.
And I can't blame Dakota too much because Rochester really is playing a very clean game of Rocket League. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, except for that one open net miss from Rochester where they did try to be a little bit fancy with it. They've otherwise played a great game of Rocket League. So hopefully Dakota can kind of come back from this. Oh, it's +5 max first score.
11 minutes.
I think that maybe means whoever has the most score
Oh.
at the end of the 5 minutes for overtime. I think that's what that means. That mutated.
Oh, max points combined?
Possibly. I've never
Whoa.
really seen that, honestly, because we usually don't put on mutators for overtime, at least in the
Okay.
matches I've played. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, under the
happened?
defense?
Nobody,
This is some free kick tactics here on the Rocket League field.
the faking quick chat coming out from Explode, definitely going to kill the mental
What
of Dakota.
happened there? Can you break that down?
A bit. Let me break that down for you. Explode wanted to do something with it, wanted to like hit it up, put some momentum in it, misses, and then I guess Dakota was just scared of the fact that Explode could maybe shoot this on target, so they kind of went a bit higher on the challenge and didn't realize that the ball could also be very low.
Amazing, amazing play from Rochester.
Maybe not an intentional play from Rochester, but certainly an effective one.
JT, Vade is there for the save.
Excuse me, going to try and air dribble this. Don't know if that's exactly what you want to do in that position. Dakota
JT
trying to
pushing
put
it
on
back
some
up.
offense here.
Not a very good touch.
A good demo on the score on the line, but excuse me, going to have a little bit of a hard time controlling this ball.
Going to win the 50.
It's a good 50 out. Vade gonna opt to clear this back into the orange side.
Bring it up on the wall. Not going to be there for the interception. Going back up.
Ooh.
No one's there. Vade is there.
Vade is there. He's gonna dribble this out a bit, take a bit of time with it, let Explode take the shot on there. Doesn't really happen for them.
Oh, everyone's missing.
Bit of a miss from Rochester here. JT gonna try to flip it
Very
out.
good read from Explode.
No dice from him.
Now, this is such a fast level gameplay right here.
Fast level gameplay.
They're not
indeed.
letting each other breathe.
Slow gets bumped. Excuse me, gets the challenge effectively. Vade opting to take this to the corner, get a second touch.
Look and miss. Back towards the middle. Excuse me, passing it over. No, and
Is that a free shot on net? It is.
It is. No one's home. Explode with another goal. They are making quick work of Dakota here.
Dakota is just getting outpaced on this field
I would
right
love
now.
to see the first game now, actually.
Yeah, I would actually, because Dakota won the first game, so I'd love to see what they did in the first game that really caught Rochester off guard. Maybe it's just the fact that Rochester have warmed up and have really gotten into the groove of things. I mean,
Dakota
still,
has been scoreless for how long now? This
12
is
minutes. 12 minutes has passed, and Dakota has not scored. I mean, this is really insane. Oh my goodness, what a save.
Noah!
Noah!
Amazing
It's Noah
save.
again. He is. I don't. What defender can I compare him to? PK, Gerard PK, Sergio Ramos, Marcelo,
Harry Maguire in his prime.
Harry Maguire in his prime before he got benched. I mean, incredible
And then
things.
he's scored a game winner. Just like Noah's going to score the game winner of this series.
And he is just doing excellent work on defense for Dakota. Even though they are losing these games, he really has been the backbone.
Noah with a push there. No result came of it. As it's getting closer towards Dakota's end.
Oh, wait. Excuse me. Could get a nice little drop down here for it, but
Amazing
Rochester's ready.
drop down, but no one to deliver on it.
Yeah, a bit of a scramble here in midfield. Dakota's got to press back. All three of them are
Oh,
pushed up, and it's
wow,
open
and
again.
Amazing, amazing. Explode with a hat trick so far.
Rochester is doing an excellent job of capitalizing on Dakota's aggression because you see all three players are in the same zone of the field for Dakota. And they're just completely caught off guard once again. You notice that a lot of Rochester goals are just from open nets. It's not even that they're shooting it particularly well. It's just that Dakota is just pushing far too much on offense and it's just
Really?
leaving the net open.
Just an unfortunate series of events here for Rochester, or for Dakota, as their defense does not seem to be home right now. Maybe they should
Solo play for excuse me, ops to 50. So again, nobody mid for Dakota. Two of them. Vade trying to push in mid for somebody, and that's an open net for them. Dakota.
And Dakota on the board, Noah!
Their first goal in, what was that, 13 minutes? 13 minutes, Dakota have brought it back.
And look who scores it.
And look who is on the board, Noah. He has been the star player for Dakota in this grand final. He was a bit silent during the semifinal, but this game he's really showing what he's made of.
A sign of hope for Dakota as Noah scores that goal and brings some confidence back to the Dakota team.
Oh, a good bump, but nobody there to follow it up. And Dakota really need to step it up. This game is winnable. They only need to score 2 to get back into this and force an overtime. That's a great shot from JT.
Wow, no one's home.
Beats the midfielder to that ball excellently and scores it from midfield.
This is the comeback. We're witnessing the comeback in live time right now, Roz. Live time.
Live time. They are coming back into this game. There's a minute 25, plenty of time on the clock to score that equalizer that they need. They just need to lock in a bit. Maybe Noah needs to get some key saves on the goal line as he has been the entire series. Maybe even score an overtime winner. Who knows?
We have not seen overtime yet.
We have not seen overtime yet. Well, actually, maybe game 1 was
Maybe
overtime.
game 1, perhaps.
We don't know. Oh, that's a good little 50. Can he get the read on it? Yes,
It
he
is,
can!
and it's
Excuse me.
excuse me with the goal. It is tie game in the matter of a minute, almost just a minute. They went from 3-0 down to 3-3 tied.
It was an excellent 50-50 from Excuse Me. Just applying pressure where it needed to be applied, and he was there to finish it off. 3-3 with a minute left. Dakota is really feeling themselves right now, and Rochester's really kind of on the back foot. They don't know what to say.
Double kill right there as just going to stall the ball in the air. Excuse me, pushing the ball off. Silgel not going to be there.
Rochester reeling a bit on defense right now. Their patient play not working out for them. They currently have 3 goals scored on them, completely unanswered. They go for a shot there.
Noah with another save.
Noah. I mean, when you need him most, he's always going to be there, and he has been there for this Dakota side through thick and thin. Fade.
When times get tough, call upon Noah, and he'll show up just like Jay from State Farm.
Just like Jake from State Farm, the comparisons are undeniable. They really are. Rochester taking this to their own corner, trying to, once again, bring a bit of patience into this game where it's much needed. But that 50-50 is not going to be great for them. Going to force them back. It's all been Dakota so far.
Last-minute attack right now from Rochester as they push the ball up.
Let's see,
No
3-3 so
home.
far. 1 second left. When this ball drops, it goes to
Excuse me,
overtime.
it's going in.
A
It's going off
redirect
the
from
back wall.
Excuse me, and Vade
And it
reads
gets-
it.
and it goes
He brings
down.
it down. Thank goodness. Now we're into overtime.
Okay, overtime here. First overtime possibly of this series, and this is where times get dire.
Times get dire. Mistakes get made in these
Oh, it could be
overtimes.
over right there.
Noah
but
saves his flip when he jumps off that wall. Excellent defending from him. The Sergio Ramos of this game. There's no doubt in my mind. This man could play center back for Real Madrid.
La Remontada is showing up in this game right here. Shout out those who know. It is a defensive masterclass from Noah, but it is also almost an offensive masterclass as they get closer to the goal with nothing to show for it.
And the pass out mid from Rochester. Nobody's there. Noah opts to just clear
pinging
it.
the ball up. Gonna push it back there. Yep, Vade gonna be ready for it.
Once again, nice midfield challenge from Noah. Excuse me, trying to control this down to JT. Gets beat to the ball. Noah brings it to the corner. Bit of an awkward
Going
bounce
up,
for
middle.
Rochester. Vade misses.
It
Is anyone on
appears-
Dakota going to push this?
No.
Excuse
Okay.
me. Putting it up to JT. JT
JT's
back to
going down.
excuse me. A bit far.
So far.
Vade going to have no problem bringing this out. Trying to 50 from excuse me.
Noah's coming
Noah,
up.
Great hit. Gets by 2. Rochester trying to do a bit of team play here.
Good passing.
Yeah, 3-man passing weave. To the third man.
Vade
Vade off the ceiling.
off
Is he
the
going to double tap
ceiling,
it?
And Noah with another save.
Another save from Noah. He is completely locked in.
Oh, it's a great ball up. Excuse me, gets there.
Gets the touch, but he gets bumped off from the double tap.
JT there, but Vade is ready for the wall defense.
And Vade.
Noah going to push the ball back in.
Is anyone from Dakota going up for this? No,
No
they
one.
opted to
They're
just
just-
bring it to defense. Vade trying to take this to the wall.
Good 50. JT's there.
JT locked in, trying to get the double tap on this.
Not going to
Not
find
enough
it.
boost.
Excuse me, is here, ready to go head-to-head with Vade. Gets past him.
Pass mid. Anyone
Noah
there?
there.
Noah trying. Opts to just steal the boost and get out. JT off the backboard. Can Excuse Me follow up? Where is Excuse Me? There he is.
Excuse me.
50-50 there.
Middle.
JT for Noah. Noah for shot. Gets saved. Gets a demo on his way out. Beautiful stuff.
Opting for defense again.
Wait, is that a free shot?
A free shot from
Excuse me with the
Excuse
air
Me. Everyone's
dribble.
on defense.
3 up.
It's enough for Vade to stop it.
Beautiful stuff. Rochester really is losing their patience right now. They're not trusting each other.
If he pinches, going to get it over there. Noah misses the ball.
The Dakota side has really come back in this second
Great
half.
save from Excuse Me.
JT opting to clear it
Good
forward.
push.
No messing around. None of these sides want to risk
Almost
dribbling
a
the
good
ball.
push. A really good angle there for Siljo. Siljo's going to pick it up. Explode with
Rochester with
mid.
a shot. That's it.
And it's amazing shot from Explode as he puts it top corner.
No. But that was a beautiful shot from Rochester, I have to admit.
What a
Top
shot.
corner. And once again, an open net. Once again, an open net.
Noah not home, but still the defense king of this game.
One could argue when Noah is not home, the defense doesn't exist. And Dakota really need to figure this out because Noah, once again, most saves in the lobby. 1 goal to his name, but both sides performed admirably. Explode with a 942 score drop, scoring
Wow.
all 4 goals for the Rochester side.
Unbelievable. Explode putting up prime Ronaldo, prime Messi numbers as
Prime Messi. They call him the Messi of this game. And he is locked in as he is possibly going for a car change now with the leaving lobby. Oh, they're
everyone's
just
leaving the lobby
They're just leaving
there.
the lobby, possibly a remake inbound.
Perhaps it is looking dire for Dakota here. It is now a do or die scenario where you have everything to lose and everything to gain.
Exactly. And this Dakota side, I mean, games 2 and 3, they get blown out, they get shut out. It is what it is. Game 4, they're looking like, in that second half especially, they were scoring 3 goals in a row, bring it to overtime. Nowhere is putting up Shaquille O'Neal numbers on defense. It's incredible to see. So I'm really looking forward to how this Dakota side comes back in this game because they are not by any means, by any stretch out of this series. I mean, the score may say that Rochester is on match point, but Dakota can very easily bring this back. They just need to lock in a bit, and I feel like they were getting caught way too far up on offense a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
The net was just completely open. Explode, I feel like all 4 of his shots were just on open nets.
Definitely. We saw that it was a very reoccurring theme in these games as there's just been an open net on Dakota's side of the field. So that definitely something to talk about for the Dakota side.
Yeah, and hopefully they take this time as we're finding a new lobby to maybe lock in a bit and discuss these problems with each other and hopefully just refocus. I'm really rooting for this Dakota side. I feel like they do have some fight left in them for this game. Okay, so we were adjusting the overtime and changing, I believe, the mutator settings on that. So we should be getting into the game quite soon here. 3-1. This could very well be the last game.
Definitely could.
This series of this grand final here for the MHSEL.
With the way Rochester's been playing, I wouldn't be shocked if it is, Roz. I wouldn't.
Yeah, Rochester up to this point has been playing a very clean game. We saw a bit of struggle there in that overtime where they kind of were getting knocked off their rockers there. But for the rest of the series, I feel like they've been playing a very patient midfield game. They've kind of just taken the ball as it comes. A little bit of air dribbles here, 50-50s in tactical positions.
We are getting into the game, the possible last game of the MHSEL Rocket League Finals.
But not if Noah has anything to say about it. He will and can bring his team into a Game 7.
Just like
Big
the
demo for Rochester.
almost like the Pistons. we will be getting a Game 7. There's
I'm
no other
praying
way.
for it. I'm really hoping
Pistons
we can
couldn't
get
do
one.
it, but the Dakota has a chance to do it here today.
And luckily, there have been no goals from the outset of this kickoff, as there sometimes can be. JT up for a little bit of a flip reset shot. There goes off the crossbar, but no follow-up. And all I'm hoping here is that we see a bit more defensive strength from the Dakota side, and we stop letting in these silly little open net goals. Because I know they're better than this.
Definitely, as they keep pushing, Rochester's putting numbers and numbers of balls into their Dakota's half.
My bad quick check coming out from Vade. Humble as ever. Great stuff out of him. We love good sportsmanship.
My favorite chat's the sorry.
I used sorry for a while, and then I switched it to my fault. It felt a bit more formal. I don't know. But they've added quite a few quick chats now. They've added a yes quick chat. A few others I can't even remember because
Need boost is always a good one.
need boost.
I always need boost.
I'm always just spamming that one so that I can steal my teammates' boost without them getting mad. Zayd,
Who's there? No one's there.
Zayd might have had an opportunity there to shoot. I think he just overcooked his landing.
Noah trying to find the post, and it's
Oh my
almost in
goodness.
again. Vade is going to be able to clear it out, though.
A bit of a double opportunity there for Noah. Unfortunately, hits the post both times, I think.
Flip reset from JT, but no one's home.
We haven't seen too many flip resets from either side, and maybe that is a strategy. Excuse me is going to take this ball out and just pop it up. Trying to chase down defenders.
Amazing. That's going in if no one's there. Noah with a good save.
I don't know if it was going in, but Noah nevertheless was back on defense. So even if it was on target, he would have saved it, 100%.
And it's just
Excuse me, a bit of a mistouch.
really, really trying to find the first goal here. Half the game has now gone by.
Oh, explode, misses it.
And
This might be a free shot.
No, Vade is going to get there beforehand and pushes it back. That's on target. No, it's not. I lied. I'm sorry, everyone.
We apologize. One of the casters may have his eyes covered. It's okay.
I got glasses on for a reason.
He's got glasses on. He's a bit blind. It is what it is. 2 minutes left in this game. And neither side has scored. It looks like it's evened out a bit. Maybe
Very
the
back and forth.
maybe the break has. Oh my goodness!
JT puts Dakota on the board in this do or death game 4.
And once again, we have a bit of a link up between Excuse Me and JT. Excuse Me running a bit of interference. Ball doesn't get hit by the blue side off that post, and JT just comes in for the follow-up. Dakota up 1-0. This is what we wanted. We wanted Dakota to kind of come back into this game because we know they can.
Definitely. Now as this game keeps progressing. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
What a show of skill from Explode right there.
The striker for Rochester, Explode, just air dribbles this into midfield, does it himself, and gets the ground pinch to finish it off. That's great
Amazing
stuff.
display of skill.
1-1, Rochester, Dakota, 1:52 on the clock. As much as Dakota is
Kickoff goal,
pushing
that's
back
it.
on offense, no!
Wait, who is that? Oh,
Don't tell me it was Noah. I think it was Noah.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was Noah.
No.
No,
It can't be.
no, it wasn't.
Oh, well, oh, it was
It was
excuse me.
excuse me. No, it's okay. I'm just glad it wasn't Noah.
No,
Look,
it's got-
these things happen, folks.
It happens.
These
It's-
things happen. It's tragic when it does, especially in a grand finals, but, you know, it's a video game at the end of the day. Silly things happen all the time.
Very true words said from the wise Rocket player Roz as
Yes.
trying to find their way back for another goal while trying to keep up this pace and really put Dakota down.
You know, and to put it into perspective how often these own goals happen, I once played with a teammate who, in any professional match we would play, it was almost inevitable that he would own goal at some point.
Wow.
Shout out JQ. I started keeping track of it, and it was just inevitable. Like, if he hadn't owned gold within, like, the first 3 or 4 games of the series, it was almost inevitable that something was going to happen in Game 5. That's just in. Nope, JT
Such
saves
is
it.
Rocket League.
Such is Rocket League. These
Now,
things
what's
happen.
more common? I got to ask. Missing an open net or an own goal?
Missing an open net, 100%. Because, you know, own goals kind of happen out of mistake. But missing an open net also happens out of mistake. I don't know what I'm saying. But I've just in my
Oh
personal
my gosh.
experience have missed
Excuse me, he's
net.
going on a killing spree
Wait.
right now as Noah finds a goal for Dakota.
What am I yapping about? I got to be paying attention to Noah right now.
But
A
even
killing
more
spree
than Noah,
happens.
excuse me, with the double kill on Rochester's team, which allowed Noah to get that goal.
And you saw how Noah air rolled onto that. He hit it with the bottom of his car instead of hitting it with the corner, which is what most people do. And that's a small detail to miss. But that's what separates Noah from the rest of these players, is that he's willing to do mechanics that nobody else does. Okay? Excellent. Excellent
Now,
shot.
the objective is to not concede in his next 30 seconds.
2-2. I don't know if Dakota wants to bring this to overtime, given their historical record. But it looks like it's going to be that
really
way.
Good hit up. Vade wasn't ready for it, but going to take the time to control it.
Looks like this game is approaching another overtime unless either team
Noah
has something to
with
say
an
about
amazing interception midair.
Noah doing everything for this Dakota side. He wants this championship.
And it's going to get pushed up
Bit of an
far.
awkward
Last
pinch.
minute opportunity
Rochester might be
chance
able to
from
shoot
Rochester.
this. A double tap
It's
for
a double
Rochester.
tap
Oh my
for the
goodness!
goal.
For the grand final?
This is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League. Vade off the wall, double tap. 3 players on the goal line. None of them can get a touch on it. They
And
know
just
exactly where it's
as
going
Dakota
to.
thought there was a light of hope at the end of the tunnel, they started construction, and Rochester is your MHSEL Rocket League Grand Champion.
I can only imagine the reaction that Vade and his teammates had to that double tap. I mean, I can't see the crowd.
I wish we had a replay feature.
But I'm sure there was a pop off. I'm sure there was. I'm sure Nick, their coach, was popping off.
I'd be popping off too
I'd
if
be
I was
popping
them.
off too.
Amazing stuff right there from Rochester. Wow.
And we saw, I mean, it's just so unfortunate for the Dakota side because they really were coming back into the series. I think the 4-1 scoreline doesn't do it justice enough because this
Definitely.
Dakota side was neck and neck with the Rochester side for most of this series. And well played to both teams. They put on an amazing show. Rochester comes out with the victory. GG's to them.
Good games indeed as Noah put his heart out. Noah, number 1 performing player on their team. The goal.
Yeah. MVP for Dakota is definitely Noah. I'd say Explode is 100. Even though Vade got the last minute 0-second goal for Rochester here, I think Explode throughout the entire series was performing MVP striker performance for them. I think few and far between he was the best player on that field for sure.
God, and handshakes and fist bumps going around right now as they congratulate each other on such a well-fought set. And such an amazing Rocket League finals can only be followed up by Fortnite.
It can only be followed up by Fortnite. No other game could follow this up except cranking 90s in Fortnite.
Now, as we've seen earlier, for those of you who are just tuning in, this Fortnite format in MHSEL is not the Fortnite you know. It is unlike a battle royale. It is a speed build sort of competition in where they spawn in 2 sides of a box, and they rush each other, and whoever can get 2 kills the quickest gets a point in a first to 10.
That's not the Fortnite I know.
Not the Fortnite.
I grew up on cranking 90s and double pump shotguns. That's what I grew up on. It's unfortunate to see, but it's a new generation. It's a new era. I can't speak on it.
Very, very impressive stuff from both teams today, and Dakota falls a little short.
Yep. So GG's to both sides. I believe that will be it for now.
Yeah.
It for Rocket League, at least. I'm going to be heading out of here. I believe.
I will still be here for Fortnite.
Yes.
So tune in for that, chat, and the audience. As I'm sure you guys all enjoyed watching the Rocket League Finals, Fortnite is still yet to come, so please be on the lookout for that.
Please stick around, and we will see you guys in a bit.
Churchill in the semifinals versus Catholic Central, who got here because they beat their JV team or their varsity 2 team rather to get here. So it was a varsity versus varsity, school on school, weighted at the top. But we got map number 1 underway, or game number 1 rather, and we do have round 1 done. And I did not see I believe it was Catholic Central who did take game number 1.
Catholic Central took that first game. CC on top of the first game.
All right, so CC up 1-0 in rounds, heading into game number 1. So if you guys look on that upper left side of the screen, you'll see rounds 1, team 1, 1-0, 1 out of 10. That's going to be Catholic Central. So it is like we had in semifinals, guys. Best of 3 rounds, 1st to 10. So we could be in for another we could have another extended match, or we could have potentially a match that goes just as swiftly as this match 1. But this Catholic Central team, this is the best team in all of Michigan high school esports for Fortnite, supposedly.
As a Catholic Central alumni myself, I have to do my best not to show any bias here. I was there.
Be a little hard for you.
A little bit hard, but I'm glad, Ori, you are a neutral commentator during this set. At the least,
yeah, exactly.
We can get that guaranteed.
Yeah, and we did get it set up between semifinals and now that we'll be able to get through 2 POVs. So for game number 1, we'll be watching the POV of Catholic Central. Game number 2 will swap over to Mona Shores.
Awesome. And as we're looking at this, Catholic Central's, this is Crazy Cat G. Crazy Cat.
Crazy Cat.
Crazy Cat is looking a bit crazy here as he's trying. Oh, Storm's coming in.
Yeah. He's got not a whole lot of time to try and get that med kit going, so he's just going to pop some shield potions, and that should be
and that's going to be it. It's a whole 10 seconds to pop that med kit. You don't really, especially in this type of format, to find 10 seconds to pop a whole med kit is pretty hard.
Especially in a 1 versus 2 situation, it colored impossible.
Pretty much not happening. But what is happening here is our round 3 it is now 1-1.
Yep. I always think it's so funny when you watch like competitive Fortnite, right? Especially when there's build, is that the moment there is like one shot, you just immediately see a skyscraper is just instantaneously built around the person. It's just like, all right, here's my defensive hut. It is one of the things that always blows my mind whenever I watch higher level Fortnite play. Ooh, we got a good. He's so close.
Off. Very, very wide. Probably going to take the option to retreat instead of keep fighting and possibly lose.
Not even going to press the advantage here. Oh, my gosh. That was his teammate.
Oh, my goodness. This is looking real Fortnite competitive right here. Both teammates just teaming up inside of a box, just waiting to see if their opponent peeks out anywhere.
Yeah, and that was such a cool use of...
Oh, grenade use actually coming into play here. Wow.
Okay. Trying to push the advantage here, trying to figure out where did this Mona Shores player sneak off to here.
They are hiding like it's Tom and Jerry up in here.
Yeah. Crazy game of hide and go seek here by the CC team to try and find out where the opponent is. They think they've narrowed it down to this final box, full metaled up, and
and there they are on the ground. It's going to see if they can find a way in to get this kill.
Yeah. I don't think I think we would have already seen grenades get used by one of the other. Oh,
yes,
okay. There it is. All right, you can see Caddy G over there, or Crazy Cat G trying to get over there and find the
good pump. Not going to be able to find the kill though. Going back up. Kill's imminent.
We are starting to see really starting to get really close to no mats.
Oh, okay.
And that's a win for CC.
Win
wow,
for
that
CC.
was close.
Wow, really, really close. Something I can't read that name, but Mr. Lib Ross definitely took the initiative there to get that kill for the win for CC that round.
Mm-hmm.
So it is 3-1, 2-1,
2-1
to CC right now.
Yeah. This is already looking like a lot closer of a matchup compared to the semifinals that we saw.
With Churchill only taking 4 games out of 20, this finals is definitely going to be a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
Now this box play is really impeccable as CC is just initiating or just apting to take the the defensive as they try to find their way in.
Yeah. And one thing I've noticed is that both members of the Catholic Central team, they're both using this Lara Croft skin, right? So it's going to be really hard to see, like, all right, who did we just knock? Which one? Or
I
and then
never
you
thought
start
about that.
chasing the other one, and then teammate shows up. It's like, oh, how did you were supposed to be at 1? Why do you have full shields?
Where's the full shoes at? Wow. Definitely.
So there's a
something
little
to
bit of
keep in
mind
mind.
games here.
And that it's the clinger.
Ooh.
It's the
The grappler,
the
man.
grappler. I'm sorry. The grappler always comes into play here. Similar use of the shockwave. You just want to get on top of your opponents without having to waste the mats.
And oh my gosh, 153 health. That Mona Shores player has got to be so close to down. You see him down right there, actually. Somebody was down.
Okay, down. CC got him down. It's now a 2 versus 1 here.
Someone- Is everybody out? And I wonder if everybody in game is all using the Lara Croft skin, actually.
It'd be kind of funny. I wonder why she's such a popular skin.
She's just pretty cool.
She's pretty
She's
cool.
a pretty cool game character.
I'd say so. And what else is looking really cool right now is CC's gameplay. I mean, really, really putting the pressure, and
There's the round
the
win.
teammate
Wow.
finds the win.
3 rounds down, or 3 rounds up now for the.
Oh, wow. Opting to not use. It looks like they both took advantage of the grappler to make their way up to the top, so not having to waste any of those mats.
Mhm.
It's precious, precious mats.
It's resource management, man. That is the name of the game for Fortnite. If
Especially
you
in a mode
have
like
if
this.
you have more mats, you're technically at an advantage against your opponent, right? Because you get to just like
Definitely.
put up a metal wall and be able to just like live longer.
And just keep blasting and blasting their walls and all of their stairs and cones.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And now it's really a battle of who can get the wall first. Whoever gets
Ooh.
control of a wall, the wall control is
that's
so
a-
important to be able to edit quick and have that. That's why reaction times also play such a big role in competitive Fortnite.
Yeah. I think it's like I love watching this Catholic Central team kind of just move as a unit together, right? I think it is really helping them like showcase just real like dominance over this map, right? It's
Yes.
because they move in tandem together, right? That's allowing them to just be very,
And
very
okay,
like
down, gonna die there. Oh, no invincibility from getting down and save him. Not for long.
yeah. Like I said, that moving in tandem, right? It's just allowing them so much more agency to really effectively move around the map and kind of just take advantage of Mona Shores.
For sure. Now it is looking. It is a 4-2.
4-1.
4-1 right now. 4-1 for CC. As Mona Shore's trying to find a comeback right now. They've definitely been losing these last couple of games. Got to have to try to find an answer soon.
Ooh, big shot. And you see right there, right? That was a prime example. They set up a box and then they let Mona Shores be on the like kind of aggression, right?
And just react.
Make them approach. And the moment that they see that somebody is kind of breaching their wall, they're popping a shot with a shotgun and immediately go on the hunt because they know they have the tactical advantage now because they know that their opponents are on the retreat because they're like, oh gosh, I just turned that corner and my opponent's staring me down with
Yeah.
the barrel of their gun.
Definitely a little scary as now Catholic Central is pushing and pushing, but big damage.
Oh my gosh, 15 HP and a
Oh,
dream
but
gets
not enough.
downed. And that's going to be an execute right there. So it's just up to Crazy Cat to try and win this 1 versus 1, I believe, now.
As Mona Shore's teammate might be dead, it is now a 1v1 as we try to see who will win this game. As it's getting pretty dire here. They're trying to find each other.
Mm-hmm. Does look like Mona Shores has the height advantage here.
Definitely.
But right now, both players are just actively moving around the map like they're, honestly, it's looking like Spider-Man, man. They're just
Actually,
constantly like swinging around these skyscrapers, doing a lot of cool stuff.
There are, I don't think the items, I would hope it's not in this mode. There actually are Spider-Man like webs in this game.
Yeah. It's an insane movement option, actually. Oh, and that is going
Okay.
to be the round
Another
win.
CC win.
5-10 here. Going into round number 7 here in game number 1 of the grand finals here, Fortnite.
So it looks like weapons stay the same, but the like attachments or the extra items in their inventory might be random.
Yes. So when they load into the lobby, right, they select what their primary weapon is, what's going to be their secondary weapon. Now, compared to Mona Shores, right, we're seeing both members of this Catholic Central team. They're opting to go with the ARs for their primary gun, where we saw Mona Shores, their player was really opting to just go with the silencer pistol.
Yes.
So we're seeing a little bit of a gameplay change from what they prefer to kind of like use as their the primary weapons here. But it kind of speaks to the style of gameplay that we're having here, right?
Oh, yeah.
The idea that Catholic Central really kind of plays this slow, methodical play style where they kind of let their opponents approach them and then they instantly react, right?
Yep.
And when your opponents are on the chase after getting a quick shotgun blast to the face, right? They're down most of their shield, so it's kind of just picking at their HP bar, and it makes it a little bit easier, right? If you're on an AR compared to a pistol, I think.
So as just another box up situation, really trying to find a way out and to keep progressing. It's really about when you break that box and you move to a new square, how fast can you build an entire base?
Yeah. Now they're actively on the hunt. We're seeing a little bit of time to drop the med kit. That's 10 seconds needed.
So we got DCC winning 4-2 right now. Definitely, they're in a pretty comfortable situation right now as both players are still alive.
Throwing their teammate the med kit here. Quick snipe. Now the storm is getting really narrow, right? So this is going to be one of those heal off
But
battles.
not for long. DCC is taking the L for this round.
All right, and there it is. There's that second map. Second map or third map? Third map from Mona Shores?
I would assume third map. Now, progressing into this, it's more of the same, definitely. So I'm starting to understand what the strategy is now. Really just boxing up and always having a form of shelter.
Yeah. Box up, hold up. Really.
That's the two main things they're worrying about during this set. It kind of reminds you of Steve. Smash.
Right.
Just keep building.
Building platforms in a platform fighter. Except building platforms in a platform shooter.
If you really think about it, this is also a platform fighter, just a little different.
Yeah. All right, throwing. Okay, I like the loadout here that we have here on the team of Catholic Central, right? Getting the splash jugs plus the big pots, right? Going to be really fast and effective to get your heals going.
Definitely. Now it's looking like
he sees that Mona Shores is right above him, right?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought they patched that you can see through edits. I didn't know that they brought that back. It used to be now in the modern Fortnite, if you try to edit and before you confirm it, you used to be able to see through it.
Oh, really?
You used to be able to see through the edit, even though your opponent couldn't see you because you're like behind a
wall.
A wall, yes. Really taking their time here.
Oh, absolutely. They're really playing to the clock, I think. They know that this storm is quickly approaching. Not a whole lot of time left before we start playing for just surviving the storm. Mona Shores trying to find an angle. Looking to come in and boom.
Oh, big damage.
Quick.
Going for the kill, going to find it.
And that is going to be, that's one down. Mona Shores got one person left.
Okay, Mr. Libros is going to go down there as Crazy Cat G. Crazy Cat is trying to stay alive right now and going into this heal off. And, okay, now it's time for the down part. Can CC get this one through heal off?
Yeah, both players probably downed in the storm right now, but who lives till the end?
Oh, and it's a CC loss as Mona Shores wins the heal off.
That's kind of crazy when you see like how it got all the way to that point, right?
Yes. Now it's 4-4 in this set. Very, very even.
Oh my gosh, took all that shield down.
Laser.
So much health too. trying to find the approach angles. With so Crazy Cat went on the offensive, was behind enemy lines, but ended up dropping down. So now it is up to Mr. Lib Ross to try and secure this win for his team.
I'd say so. They're really, really pushing up here. Taking
So
his
many
time.
edits per second is crazy.
The EPS. Oh,
Ooh,
big headshot
big
right
headshot.
there. Another one.
Not going to get the kill. Almost
Make
gets it. That's a
3.
down.
Let's make it a down for CC. Now moving into this, I think it's still a 2v1.
No, that's a down. So it's 1 versus 1 right now.
1v1.
But now it's all about, does Mona Shores play for the revive? Nope. Not even going to allow the thought.
Not at all, as CC is still going to be able to take this lead in this game as they're really, really trying to get these heals back.
That sees the enemy above him, and that's a quick down. And once
Wow.
again,
Okay.
whoa.
CC is really losing their momentum right now.
It's just the sheer volume of a changeup that we got this round compared to last. Crazy stuff. Okay. Seeing both teams start to make the aggressive play up in the middle. We got a big approach.
Already white, no shield on one of the Mona Shores players.
Oh,
Big
another
headshot.
big hit.
Oh,
That's a
it
down.
is domination.
And
Wow.
That was so quick.
5-5 now. Whoever takes 5 more games will be winning this game. Whoever takes 5 more rounds is going to win this game. Building back up here.
Oh, that was such an aggressive, bounce forward using the, kind of like using the shock grenades. Oh. Big damage going on to Mona Shores on the defense,
Okay.
and that's a down.
Another kill for CC.
Boom, boom, boom.
2v1 situation.
Finding the last Mona Shores player, going to try and
Yup,
get the hit. That's a
and
double
okay.
down, and that is
CC.
another round win for CC.
Six to 5 right now for CC. I need to know what is going on outside.
Yeah,
it appears as if there's something more hype in Fortnite going on right now.
I think there's some Smash players playing outside of the production space right now. Hopefully, it's not getting picked up over the stream at home. But right now, oh my gosh. He took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ate a shotgun blast to the face.
Health right now for the CC player.
Teammates on guard duty, planting new walls, making sure that his teammate can get some time to heal up with those bandages and heal up with the with some health pots, and it does look like another round win. Wow.
So it is now 7 to 5 on CC's end, as it is really looking dire for not too super dire, but definitely at a little bit of a disadvantage right now for Mona Shores.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Okay. Ooh,
Right,
wow. Look at this cone rush.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. 150 health taken off of one of Mona Shores' players. And
Shield.
Really smart shield bubble right there, giving him a little bit of time to heal.
And they're just going to aggressively approach now that they're trapped in the bubble.
Okay,
boom,
one,
boom,
put it down, making it a 1v1.
Quick execute here. Not even going to give his opponent a little bit of extra information, right? Because you think you leave your opponent down like that, as long as you're near that downed opponent, right? They're going to be able to give intel to their teammate who's still alive, right? Be like, all right, he's like still right above my X. He's right above my X. He's right here. But now, locked into spectate view, watching the teammate and hoping.
Okay, 51 shield gone.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, what a shot. That was an amazing shotgun.
That was such a crazy flick, too.
That flick was actually unbelievable. So it is 8 to 5 right now for CC's end. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is the MHSEL Fortnite Finals, and CC is looking like they want to take this first game.
Yep. It's the last game of the Spring Championships online, right? We're still locked into game number 1. It is such a close match right now than what we've seen earlier and what the stream saw earlier. So you are just knowing that these two teams are clearly just leaps above the rest of the competition.
Definitely,
right?
yes. They've made it here for a reason, and it wasn't for a bad reason at all. They have put the work in every week in, week out, and those results and those work efforts have put them in grand finals.
Yep. 2 versus 1 situation here. Mona Shores on the defense while 2 hungry Wolves outside healing themselves up back to a really good spot, right? We got 50 shield. There's still like 2 mini shield pots left for Catholic Central here. So if they lose that 50 shield, they can just kind of build up, restore some of their like HP shields and just reset, like kind of reset the situation. Man, to be able to confidently edit and run out while your just opponents are right there staring you down. All right, and there it is, building up.
And a medkit, first time seeing a medkit used, I think. But obviously, we have just found out why medkits are not optimal in this format.
No, not at all. Going to just get your heals up. Gotta watch that storm, right? We're starting to get a little close to the end of what could be that the storm like circle, right? So both teams trapped in the circle, and there it
I don't know why he fell down like that, but
I'm not too sure why he fell down like that, but like obviously by the time you get to a point, right, you're going to just sit in the center part, right? So it does look like we're going to get a quick fix because of the sometimes the mishap, right, is that the game will award a win point on a round to a team that actually did not win that round.
Because it is currently 9-5.
Yeah. So we have 1 round left. Both teams going to be just choosing their stuff. So we're going to see one last round while they select their loadouts. They'll probably just do a quick one of round. And as soon as that's done, we'll be going into game number 2. Potentially, right? There's still a potential.
You can't count Mona Shores out yet.
There's still a potential for 6 more rounds.
Definitely. Now, as we're getting into this game.
Actually, no, 5 more rounds. We cap at 5.
Oh, okay.
Because it's first to 10. There's no 20. You don't see. You never see the
game 20.
Yeah.
Now, no game 19 coming here. Maybe, but you never know.
If you're Mona Shores, you would love to see game 19.
If Mona Shores would love nothing more than to see a game 19 here in this game 1. Round 19.
And that's
it is
down.
big damage.
Oh,
that's just it. I thought there's one more guy. DCC takes the first game 10-5.
Yep. Oh, wait. Are they?
Maybe they're hopping straight into.
Yep, there they are. Okay, they return to lobby. All right, so that's game number 1.
Wow.
Fortnite game number 1 done. Catholic Central up 1-0, taking it 10-5 over Mona Shores. And for game number 2, we'll swap over to the POV of Mona Shores. So we'll be seeing Wimmy and Keenan back on the stream once again. Maybe they just need a little bit of that stream magic, right? That when the spotlight is on them, that's when they shine.
That's when they're really, really putting in the work. And now it is a game 2 situation, and Mona Shores has to go back to drawing board and think about what they can improve for this game 2. Oh,
all right. And while we are at it, we're going to cut to a quick little advertisement break. When we get back, we'll be right in it for game number 2, Catholic Central versus Mona Shores, Fortnite Grand Finals. Stick around, guys. We'll be back momentarily.
See you guys soon.
Power through the tournament with the high-quality protein milk provides to stay energized and focused throughout the game.
Oakland University Credit Union is here to help you power up your financial game. Whether you're aiming to upgrade your gear or conquer your savings goals, OUCU has the tools you need. With awesome savings accounts, cashback reward credit cards, and an easy-to-use app, we're here to help you win both on and off the screen. Not a member? Not a problem. Visit us on campus or online at oucreditunion.org. Oakland University Credit Union, because leveling up shouldn't stop your gaming. proud sponsor of Oakland University Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.